even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap.
Good morning. Okay, so I know this isn't what we had in mind for our walk, but I am happy to see you here, ready to take this virtual walk together. But this is no simple virtual walk in the park. This is Susan G. Komen More Than Peak Walk, where every step we take, whether together or apart, helps our neighbors right here in Central Florida and brings us closer to a world without breast cancer. I'm here because I am one of the 1 in 8 women who has been touched by breast cancer. I fought a fight that so many of us here have. This is one that is very personal to me and one that I know we can all agree on. While I am proud to be here among all of us as one of you, a survivor, I know that that's not everyone's story.
We know there is so much work to still be done. The monies we have raised and money being raised to support this virtual event helped Susan G. Komen reach their bold goal of reducing breast cancer deaths in the U.S. by 50% by 2026. Before we officially begin, I'd like to share these 2 videos of survivor Justine Finocchiaro-Doles and thriver Linda Frank.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Justine Finocchiaro-Doles, and I'm proud to be here today as a 4-time cancer survivor. My journey began when I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease at the age of 18. Then 20 years later, in came breast cancer. Since then, I have fought this disease on 3 separate occasions. For me, unfortunately, cancer is something I have been dealing with most of my life. While there is so much to be sad about, I always try to focus on the positive. There is so much to be hopeful for as well. Fighting cancer, especially breast cancer, is something that changes your life. It puts things in perspective and gives you strength that you never even knew you had. I found bright spots, and now I have an extended family in my breast cancer survivor dragon boat team called Warriors on Water. We all understand the breast cancer journey. It has made us all stronger than ever.
This morning I find myself reflecting and can't help being filled with gratitude. Yes, I have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, but I can be a voice to bring awareness to communities, and I'm honored to speak here today. My first diagnosis was September 13th, 2016. It's not easy being diagnosed with breast cancer. It's not easy dealing with chemo, surgery, radiation, or those horrible side effects. It's not easy losing our hair and feeling constantly fatigued. My faith and hope helped me overcome those tough days, and on those good days, I embrace them. On every anniversary of my initial diagnosis, I reflect and celebrate how my life has changed forever. As crazy as this sounds, exactly 3 years later, my life radically changed again. I was informed my cancer returned. Since that diagnosis, 6 months ago, I have experienced the most profound spiritual and emotional growth through this very difficult situation. When I think about this disease, I am reminded that this life is temporary. I am forever changed. I am different. What this disease has brought me is a heightened awareness to love more and to make memories, because those memories are what help our family and friends get through those challenging times. I do have moments of sadness, but I have so much more gratitude and appreciation for life. I love more deeply, embrace experiences, and live more passionately. In so many ways, I have become the woman that I was meant to be. I am grateful for the life I have and the future I will have, even if it's different than what I had planned. It's an overwhelming feeling thinking about all those things that are unfair and out of our control in life. Instead of thinking about all those negatives in our lives, focus on what we can control. We need to cherish what we have. We will then experience the greater things in life. Our life has purpose and meaning. Today, we will wipe our tears and live life for those gone too soon, fight for those still fighting, and honoring those real-life superheroes.
Wow, I have chills. Those are only 2 of the hundreds of stories of survival and challenge with us here today. Stories told by our fellow walkers and volunteers who have had breast cancer or whose cancer has metastasized beyond the breast.
Now, please help us welcome, celebrate, and salute those who are living with metastatic breast cancer and the breast cancer survivors of the Central Florida Susan G. Komen virtual More Than Pink Walk.
Hi, I'm Dottie Lundy, and I'm 91 years old. I have survived breast cancer for 51 years, and I'm here to show that you can win this race with breast cancer. I was a volunteer for 30 years and worked with the doctors and breast cancer patients, helping them with their physical, psychological, and cosmetic needs. I was so fulfilled, and after promising God that if He would allow me to live and raise my 3 children, I would do whatever He asked me to do. My life has been very satisfying after allowing to serve others.
Let's hear it one more time for all the courageous and inspiring members of our More Than Pink Walk family.
As one team,
we are stronger together.
We are more than pink.
We are more than pink.
We're more than pink.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us to take steps
to end breast cancer.
As one team, we are stronger together.
We're more than just pink.
Join us to take steps to end breast cancer.
Join us to take steps to end breast cancer.
Will you join us to take steps to end breast cancer?
While our community virtually gathers to celebrate those who have survived and to support and motivate those who are in the midst of their treatment, we recognize how far we've come in the fight against breast cancer. Research, new treatments, and early detection have indeed saved many lives, but we also reflect on how far we still have to go. Because in 2020, it's estimated that more than 3,000 people in Florida will die from breast cancer, and that is simply unacceptable.
Many of us remember people who should be here this morning. Too many lives have been cut short by the disease. We take this moment to pause and remember those lives, and to reaffirm our commitment to turn every diagnosis into a story of survival in their memory and their honor.
Thank you. You know, it takes determination, science, love, support, and smarts to fight breast cancer, and it also takes money. That's why we're so thankful to all of our sponsors. You'll see their names and logos here, but I want to give a special shout out to the national presenting sponsor, Bank of America, national series sponsor, Walgreens, and here in Central Florida, thank you to pillar sponsors, ELA Restoration, Florida Cancer Center Specialists and Research Institute, Nugenerex Immuno Oncology, and Genetics Institute of America. Thanks to all of our sponsors.
I think you'd agree that pretty much everyone knows by now that breast cancer has always been associated with one color. Let me hear it from you, pink.
And we love pink, we really do. In fact, I'm sure so many of you look absolutely amazing in your pink out there. But fighting breast cancer and saving more lives takes more than just a pretty color. It takes cutting-edge research, educating about early detection, speaking out to our elected leaders, giving access to round-the-clock care, and showing our brothers and sisters that no matter what they're going through, they are not alone. These are things that Susan G. Komen does here in Central Florida, across the state, and from coast to coast every single day. Because we are more than pink. We are the world's most powerful force in the fight against breast cancer.
Dr. Marvin Hausman, husband of our chairwoman Deborah, is a physician and researcher whose focus is on the fight against breast cancer. He is at the forefront of some exciting advances happening in the field, and we are thrilled to have him share this message with us today.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Marvin Hausman, and I'm currently involved in breast cancer research. I sit on the board of New Generix Immuno-Oncology, a division of Generix Biotechnology, a public company. I am also medical director of Genetics Institute of America. Both companies are actively involved in breast cancer research. New Generix Immuno-Oncology has developed a peptide vaccine for patients with triple-negative metastatic breast cancer. A clinical study is ongoing with Merck's drug Keytruda. Genetics Institute of America in Delray Beach, Florida, has developed a state-of-the-art genetics program to evaluate the genes involved in breast cancer development. Please feel free to contact me if further information is needed. Thank you.
Dr. Hausman's More Than Pink color is purple, representing Komen's research initiatives across the globe. If you have a purple Komen wrap, know this represents the need for more dollars to fund more research.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Mira Iyengar, who for the past decade has been active in clinical research, has received a number of accolades, and has many published works on targeted therapies. Each day she works with patients, meeting them where they are in their journey and making their treatment accommodating to them and creating even more survivors in our community.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mira Iyengar from Florida Cancer Specialists and Research Institute. Every day we work tirelessly to support men and women who are fighting this disease. Here at Florida Cancer Specialists, we are one of the largest providers of hematology and oncology services. Here we can provide a one-stop practice for patients to meet them where they are in their journey while making treatment as accommodating as possible and creating more survivors in our community. I am More Than Pink.
Dr. Iyengar's More Than Pink color is green, representing the care that Komen and its partners provide every day. Let's celebrate care.
Next, representing our community pillar is Betsy Eckbert Gardner of the Winter Park Chamber of Commerce. Betsy has a personal tie to the disease and has been incredible at raising funds and awareness against this disease.
So this is my mom. Her name was Lydia Gardner, and she was my everything. And for a long time, I felt like, oh, that's sweet that people wear those pink ribbons in October, right? And I just thought that's so sad when that happens to them. And I just had this operating system that would never happen to us. We're a cancer-free family. We didn't have cancer that ran in our family. And then the shock to our system as a family came in 2010 when she was diagnosed with stage 3C, very advanced breast cancer. And she battled like an absolute warrior for 3 years, and I'm so proud of what she did. She was a political leader and an elected official in this community and had a real presence in this community in her own right. So much of her battle was very private, and that's the way it should be for people who want to interpret their breast cancer journey the way they want. And I was grateful that she was able to do that. And I've been very private about her journey and my loss. But I've had some time to heal about it, and I really want to keep her memory alive. And so we're going to be rallying a team together to not just think about her, but one of the things my mother really was adamant about was that people had money for wigs, people had money for those ancillary things. Breast cancer is an enormously impactful thing in terms of your emotions, your family, and then your finances. And so if we're not raising money to fill those gaps for women who have an enormous financial challenge when they are diagnosed, I don't think we're really honoring what my mom cared about in terms of that journey.
Betsy's commitment reminds us of community and that Susan G. Komen, at its core, is a part of the fabric of this community that will always be right here to help. Right here at home, Blue helps us believe in the power of community to save and change lives.
Last up, we have Jim Keegan, who represents males who are affected by breast cancer. Jim has made it his mission to spread the word that breast cancer does not discriminate. Because most men are unaware that they can also get breast cancer, their mortality rate is very high. Many times the cancer is discovered too late for a positive outcome, such as Jim's.
Hi, my name is Jim Keegan, and I'm here to represent men who are affected by breast cancer. After we discovered a lump in my breast, we acted very quickly to get it removed from my body. Since then, I make it my mission to spread the word that breast cancer does not discriminate. It impacts men, as well as women. It is more often fatal in men than women because of late discovery and action. I spend countless hours advocating on behalf of men, creating greater access for all, and working to ensure that everything is being done to rid the world of breast cancer. This past October, I even represented male breast cancer survivors on the Today Show. I am more than pink.
His More Than Pink color is orange, representing the action Komen takes every day to educate and save more lives here in Central Florida, throughout the state and beyond. If you want to take action with us, let us know, and we look forward to seeing you out there. I love this. It truly shows that we are truly more than pink. We are research, care, community, and action. We are bold. We are fearless. This is what your fundraising dollars will make possible. This is what Susan G. Komen does every day to save more lives. This is what will someday bring us to the end of breast cancer.
Now we'd like to recognize those of you who raised funds that are essential in helping Komen support people in our community every day. Thank you. Some of you went above and beyond, and now I'm excited to announce the top 3 fundraising teams and individuals for the Central Florida Virtual More Than Pink Walk as of last night.
The number 3 fundraising team with $3,872.60 is Team NACOA. The number 2 team with $4,111.20 is Winter Park Chamber. And the top fundraising team here in Central Florida with $5,000 is Waterford Eventing Cosmo Girls. We'd also like to recognize American Pools and Spas, who raised $2,191.20, and Greenway Automotive, who raised $1,520.
Now, on to our individual fundraisers. With $3,811.20 raised, at number 3 is Betsy Gardner Eckbert of the Winter Park Chamber. With $4,500 raised, at number 2 is Deborah Hausman of Team NACOA. Now, our top fundraiser award. It's my pleasure to announce Kristen McDonald of Team Waterford Eventing Cosmo Girls with $5,100.
Good morning. We're here to present Kristen McDonald, our top fundraiser for the More Than Pink Walk Orlando, with her jersey, and we're socially distancing.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Orlando. I hope you're all staying safe and far enough apart. Together we can all get through this. I'm so grateful and honored to have received this prize and hope that we can all march on.
So incredible. Great job, guys. Congratulations to all of you. Please don't forget, all of you can still raise essential dollars for the More Than Pink Walk until May 15th. Before we get set to walk, we need to acknowledge that this awesome event wouldn't be possible without the leadership and dedication of our event committee and Komen staff. Please give them a round of applause, and thank you to everyone for all of your support.
Good morning, walkers, and welcome to the 2020 Virtual More Than Pink Walk Orlando. We're here at the Cranes Roost Park. My name is Deborah Hausman, and I am a volunteer for Susan G. Komen, Florida. And due to your generosity, we now have funding here in Central Florida, in your community, for life-saving programs for breast cancer. Thank you so much for joining us today. You are in our heart, and we can't do anything like this without you and your support. So thank you to you walkers, to our sponsors, and all of you who are participating with us today. So we hope to see you out there walking.
Hi everyone, I'm Kate Wan. I'm the Executive Director for Susan G. Komen, Florida, and welcome to the More Than Pink Walk Orlando. It's sad that we can't gather together as a community back in March and today, but we are so excited that you were able to join us virtually. I am so thankful for each and every one of you for joining the More Than Pink Walk, for sharing the message of Susan G. Komen, for sharing our vision of a world without breast cancer. And for our fundraisers out there, I am incredibly thankful to each and every one of you who helped to raise money that will impact our local community and to help serve the breast cancer community. We have already made investments in the Komen Treatment Assistance Fund to make sure that during this pandemic, that men and women who are battling breast cancer have access to financial resources they need. We are also working with Orlando Health to provide resources there as well as one of our funded organizations. So I want to thank each and every one of you for sharing the message of Komen, for asking your friends and families and colleagues at work to be a part of your fundraising. I hope you like your fundraising shirts. For everyone that raised over $100, you received this shirt in the mail. We are incredibly grateful to each and every one of you, and I look forward to the opportunity where we can come together as a community in person next year at the More Than Pink Walk Orlando. Thank you all so much.
Now, are you ready to walk around your neighborhoods to show off all that make us more than pink?
We encourage you to get outside or onto your treadmill and join us in remembering those who will lose their battle by walking a total of 3,040 steps. Because in 2020, it's estimated that more than 3,000 people in Florida will die from breast cancer. And that is simply unacceptable.
Be sure to tag @Komen Florida and use the MTPW hashtag. If you'd like to email your pictures in, please send to info@komenflorida.org.